say at that time, the peacemaker didn't say, you are now going to be the chief of chiefs. They didn't say that. That only started 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay? 20 years ago. And look at the chaos that has caused. Okay? He was put in a place. In today's world, on a forum like this, private forum, it's called we call it, okay, in our language. It's Robert's Rules of Order, notice they go
Chairman.
chairperson, okay? A chairman. That's in our circle. In a political circle, in a governing circle, he's a Speaker of the House. Right? A Speaker of the House controls all of the whole House. Right? That's what they convinced him, the power he's going to have over the governing process of the people. You see, within that law, within that structure, he repeats over several times that everyone is of the same height. There's two things in our history that pulled people out and put them up here. One is Tadodaho, Handsome Lake. They pulled him out and they put him up here, halfway up to heaven with George Washington. Okay, up here. They do that, but the law says don't do that. Okay, and then the other one is that 20 years ago they made Tadodaho chief of chiefs. I was sitting there in that council when it came out of the Onondaga Council, the Tadodaho chief of chiefs. I was sitting right there and I said to my council, I said, that's wrong. That is so wrong, that's going to derail us. And they all agreed. Get up and say that. So we killed it right there. In council, in Grand Council, it was killed. But the practice kept going right up into the United Nations to today, into the Pope's forum today. See, because no one is doing anything about that act that stopped. Because it was at that time that the Grand Council was getting scared of the reality of the men. They're just going to get to come into life to do what they're supposed to be doing, which is enforcing the law. When the Yagoyane gives them the order, hey, we've taken Skona as far as we can take it. Now it's in your hands. It says in the law, they are without pity. They are without shame. When they're told to when they're told to do what they're supposed to do, they go right out and they do it. They get it over with. Because it's the law that's at stake. It's our way of life that is at stake. That's what the governments around us had to stop. Our own law enforcement. Okay? Tadodaho. They wanted to bury it. They wanted to get rid of it. You see, our Grand Council is controlled by Tadodaho. The Tadodaho does not say Tadodaho will be Onondaga. It doesn't say Tadodaho will be from Onondaga. It says Tadodaho will reside in the territory of the Onondaga. Why is that? Just like Obama resides in Washington, D.C., just like Trudeau resides in Ottawa. So he can be found when he's needed by his government. He can be on the spot when his government needs him to hit the table when there's a government meeting. You see, that's why. He explained earlier, Tadodaho, They all are representative of clans. And when Tadodaho is needed, that council, they pick somebody. Rodiana, all of the Rodiana get together and they put somebody in place because that position belongs to them. Yeah. See, that one position belongs to them. He gives up his clan, okay? He gives up his name for Tadodaho, so that everybody will start calling him by Tadodaho, his title name. You see, all of that stuff. It's all a mechanism by which we run our governments. You see, it's simple because we have the power. It's just that the method that it goes through. You also need to understand, I don't know if I finished it a little while ago, when you have a grand council or your own council, you have what is we're going to work out what you're Ruti Jahaya. In English, the closest I can get is there's a family sitting over here and they have a fire going, okay, because they're having a meeting, okay, they're talking about their issues, that's their fire. There's a fire, there's a family over here, they have a fire going, okay, and in the language, when you're talking about those fires, or one sitting over here, Tadodaho there, it's called Tadodaho there, okay, there's a fire here and a fire here. There's nothing spoken about what's in the middle of the new longhouses today. The white iron stove. It's not talking about that. The language is talking about the clan system when we are having a meeting. You see, but because again we're losing the real meanings of our languages, we tend to associate it with a physical fire in the center of the longhouse. You see, so I wanted to bring that up to you. Okay, your gachista. There's two of them. Okay, there's two of them. One is the original one, and the other one is Tadodaho. Okay. Right now, most of your councils are using the Tadodaho one. Okay. Akwazasan, we're still using the short one because we still have not changed. When it comes to that part, okay, I think we need to understand what is the constitutional process of our law. We have a lot of problem with Tadodaho within us. Okay. I think in the recent years, we have to take a look at what has it done to our spirit. It has prevented us from standing up as a people, a strong backbone, and saying what we're supposed to say. You see, that's what it has done. It has broken our back. And the old people around our area said that that's what it was going to do. But in order to bring in anything into the circle wampum area, you have to have a constitutional change. Where did that happen? There's no record of any constitutional change to accept Tadodaho system into the circle. Nowhere. It came in one at a time. Just like BIA came in one at a time. And again, Ganyaga is the only one that's living there. You see? We still have a chance to rebuild it. Rebuild the whole way of the law because Ganyaga have been able to hang on to what's left of Estrada-Goeman. Okay? And we need to remember that, you know, because we've been hit with every bombshell that you can think of. And those of us that are left laying around here and there, barely breathing, need to come together like we are here and get to understand the importance of what we need to do for the younger kids that are coming up behind us. They're so innocent, and we don't notice that the white man has put things right in front of us, and we look at it as, oh, this makes my life simpler. This makes my life simpler. I can go to Walmart all day long, and the daycare will take care of my kids. You see? What that does there, it takes your responsibility away from you, because all day long you were not able to teach your children. You were not able to show them yourself how you do your thing. You see, some 20-year-old in a daycare center that doesn't know how to wipe their nose yet is teaching your children, and we're allowing it. Our ancestors would never have done that, because the whole community taught our children in the past. That's how together they were. Everybody was responsible to make sure that our children were safe and were being educated each and every hour of the day. You see how lax we have become as a people. See, because of luxury and relaxation. It's good sometimes, but not to live for it, okay? We need to get back to all that. I don't want to talk as much as go